Fox Undercover with yet another investigation that will honestly leave you shaking your head. Our Mike Beaudet informing the city of Boston that dozens of signs that they put up are what else? Pointing in the wrong direction. There are signs that are supposed to be helping people get around the city. What do you have? You're working on this for tonight. Give us a preview.
Well, we are working on it. We just got an updated count. So they've already fixed 36 signs. 17 additional signs need to be fixed.
Fixed 36 signs since when?
Since we told them about it. They've been up since last summer. No one had a clue. Who tipped us off? A viewer. Thank you, viewers. We always appreciate
Love that. Yep.
And we brought it to the state's attention. We brought it to the city's attention. That's when we found out it was actually a city project, $5.6 million project. Not all that money spent on signs, but a big project. So you think they know what they're doing here when they're spending that much money, or you hope they know what they're doing.
So what's going on with these signs? I mean, are they pointing in the wrong direction? Are they telling people the wrong thing?
They are. 2A East is pointing west, 2A West is pointing east. Some sections, they put up a 2A West sign pointing this way, right next to a 2A West sign pointing this way. You got to see this stuff to believe it. Let's look. Let's start here on Commonwealth Avenue in the Back Bay, where the person who put up this new 2A West sign apparently didn't notice the 2A West sign in the background that was already there. They're pointing in opposite directions. The old sign is right. Over on Beacon Street, it's the same problem. We're heading toward Kenmore Square, but 2A East is pointing west, and 2A West is pointing east. So if you're trying to get to Cambridge on 2A West, you'd end up in Roxbury or Dorchester instead. We found the problem up and down Mass Ave. At every intersection, every sign for 2A was pointing in the wrong direction. Here's the Christian Science Plaza on our right, which means we're heading west. So why do all the signs in this direction claim we're heading east? Do you know the difference between east and west?
Yeah, I am very familiar with the difference between east and west.
Tom Tinlin has egg all over his face. He headed up Boston's transportation department until last month, when he started working for MassDOT, the state's transportation department. We're not talking about just one or two signs. Someone screwed up here big time.
I mean, I think that's obvious, right? And when you have a large destination area that is congested, the last thing that we need to be, and the big we, you know, the we of government, the we who take a multi-million-dollar project and try to make things better, the last thing that we need is to confuse the public in which we're trying to serve.
Okay, I know the difference between east and west, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm directionally challenged. I need a sign. That's why I'm lost all the time.
Exactly. And then you think about, okay, we know the city, and if we're driving around, you can kind of figure things out. But you think of all the tourists coming in and think they're heading to Cambridge, and they end up somewhere else. It's just insane.
So who's to blame?
Well, there's always finger pointing, right? This is the consultant's report. It's a company called Jacobs Engineering, huge engineering firm. They are out of California. They're not returning our calls, but we look on here, and they're the ones who put all these signs in the wrong direction.
So there's nobody in Massachusetts who could have helped us with these signs?
Well, that's what...
You got to go to California?
Well, I think they have local offices, but that's their main office. But I don't buy that. Don't tell me it's the consultant's fault. Who put up that sign right next to the other 2A West sign that's going like that? What's going on? Oh, yeah. You know, who checked? Who checked to make sure?
You checked.
And it's not just 2A. There's other routes that we're going to get into.
It's funny because we've been running the promotion for this, and we've been getting inundated with emails. Tell Mike Beaudet about this. Right. This sign is wrong here. This sign is wrong there.
Keep the tips coming.
Keep them coming. Mayor Walsh.
Mayor Walsh.
He wasn't mayor when this whole thing happened.
And you know he's glad about that. He can kind of wash his hands of it, but he's mad. And he says if this engineering firm plans to do any work in the city, they're going to have to explain this. There's questions about replacing all these signs, costs that are going to be incurred. And I said today, after we found yet another issue today that we brought to their attention, and they ran out and fixed that one, 700 signs part of this project. Are you going to check these signs? And they said yes. So keep those tips coming, because you know this isn't all the wrong signs.
So what do? You call up and you say, I found another sign. Mike Beaudet on line 1.
Got a sign, and then you see the crew scurrying out. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to catch the crews fixing the signs yet. So I think next time we're going to have the crew standing by the sign that we call in and sit there.
until they fix it.
All right, tonight at 10.
We're having fun with this one.
All right, Mike Beaudet, Sir Bonnie to you.